Wake up, I feel like Amelia Earhart. It's a good thing this island doesn't foster any coconut crabs. Also, for a game so violent, the loading screen music is incredibly soothing. But that is only until the drums get louder. And louder. Not even 10% through the loading screen and I'm already in fight or flight mode. Hello everyone, let me get straight to the point. The research done for this case study is completely unbiased and strictly contemplative. Oh, quick warning brothers, it would appear that I forgot to uncensor my player model. I once caught wind of the alleged rule that showing fully nude, racially ambiguous women is not allowed on this website. Which means that until the footage progresses to the point where my roommate points this out, my character will be behind bars. Rust starts off calm. You wake up on a beach, you have a look around, and then slowly but surely you indulge into the vast and hectic world ahead of you.
Yo.
How are they doing that?
That is not...
No way! Unless you wake up next to an angry grizzly bear.
What the f... No!
For me, that's no worries. I love getting spawned next to a raging grizzly bear. Sometimes, that's just how life goes. What does bother me, however, is getting spawned next to a raging grizzly bear twice. The game starts you off with a rock, a torch, fear of open spaces, and death. Yeah, what I just said about the calm start and the steady progression, lies. Deception, if you will. This game kills you off quicker than the Black Death would kill a European in the mid-1300s. Anyway, I don't know about you guys, but once I noticed that my clothing offered radiation protection, I thought to myself, why on earth would I abandon this peaceful beauty of these lands to go seek out radioactive danger? Turns out, I don't have to. The radiation comes to you. The trade offer goes as follows. You fill up your hunger bar and your health bar, while the game fills up your Geigemühlerzähler. I think right now is a good time to mention that I have never played this game before. Thus, some things you are about to see are going to be debatable. Questionable, even. Anyway, you will find that the map of Rust is stacked with resources. Natural resources include food, wood, stones, water, etc. Hidden in barrels and crates. There's also more types of loot, including but not limited to parts of old machines, parts of newer machines, scraps, metal, weapons, brown bear jump scare. Oh, Jesus! You name it. To make the best use of these resources, you must learn how to craft them into better items. The better your crafts, the better your chances of survival. The game guides you through your crafting journey using workbenches and tech trees by showing you the advancements of all types of craftable items. Items that you acquire whilst never having crafted them before can be learned by turning them into a blueprint. To my great surprise and even greater frustration, this takes away your item, but allows you to craft infinite amounts of them in return. And everything you need to craft anything you want is right out there in the open world. However, the world doesn't actually want you to get it. Rust is fundamentally what Minecraft players experience in their nightmares, including me. This shit is fucking scary. Whenever I'm put in uncomfortable situations, I just act tough as a coping mechanism.
Have a nice day, sir.
But the second I hear something rustle next to me in the dark, I am on my white girl shit. On top of this, the two games share an open world, craft heavy playstyle, and a unique biome variety. But perhaps the most striking resemblance is their active separation from China. This is because the Minecraft China version is a different version, perfectly refined, based, and respectable. And in turn, Rust rightfully bans the lost souls who try to escape the loving embrace of Xi Jinping. Each map hosts a number of landmarks, or monuments as they call it. These monuments are decayed remnants of old facility and utility buildings, such as power plants, train yards, military bases, sewers, etc. Looking at the full list, it seems like the island you're on was some sort of heavily armed, scientifically motivated base focused on radioactivity, but it seems that its true purpose remains a mystery. Though it is probably war-related, it could be something else like, you know, perhaps trying to figure out the name of that dumb fucking cat in the Garfield movie. Hey, you never know. You can explore these compounds. Once in, you can solve different puzzles, take loot, and most of all, die. If your goal is the latter, then you're in luck. You can get mauled to death, shot, over-radiated, freeze, mauled to death, chiropractor your entire skeleton, blown up, mauled to death, and downright lasered by a patrol copter. Oh, and I almost forgot, mauled to death. Boom! 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 Fuck. The majority of these fatalities can be prevented by scouting the area well and showing up well equipped, except for the wolves. For me, at least. I don't have the heart nor the skill to kill dogs, so I run, either away or to the afterlife. Oh, and then there's these fucking scientists. These motherfuckers just appear out of nowhere, out of thin air, just wherever they please, and then they shoot on sight for no reason. Look at this shit. How? And most of all, why? You parentless piece of shit. Sorry. The thing is, guys, the house always wins, and Rust gets a real hard-on from reminding you of that fact. By going as far as calling me a subject. Say that again. I'll subject you to the flames of hell. Welcome to Vietnam, you fucking dick. Anyway, speaking of, here's a cool story. One time I was exploring the launch site. I had some decent equipment and figured I should take a look around. I parked my cool horse named Appa in a safe spot and went in. Although convinced I was alone, I soon heard footsteps when inside a large building, which, for better or worse, doesn't frighten me one bit. Come upstairs then, pussy, I'll rip your fucking dick off! So, it was fun and games, until I started hearing this. Even though I'm an unexperienced player, getting backseated by my roommate, it was quite clear that these noises came from some kind of engine. So I scouted and I scouted. I looked around all the buildings from virtually all angles, but for the life of me, I could not find the source. Sometimes the sound would even come so close without appearing that I just hid, purely out of fear and principle. And even when I would eventually get out of my hiding spot, the sound would continue, but there was still no vehicle of any sorts to be seen. But then, night came. I checked to see if Apo is still there and hid in the building next to it. I heard the noise again, and this time, thanks to the veil of the night, I spotted its headlights. See, that's the thing. A lot of things have electricity here. Like there's like power switches.
The car. That isn't. That's a fucking car. That is not.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
Tank.
The noise finally showed itself. It would appear that I had been on the same premises as a gigantic battle tank, and whilst continuously looking for it, managed to avoid it for almost an entire day.
Oh my god, it's nearby, it's nearby, it's nearby.
Fear and relief equally raced through my mind as I thought about my next move upon daybreak, which is when the game politely decided to crash. And fortunately, but not less frightened, I woke up safe, and I raced away from the rocket site. And not long after that, me and my horse went away into the wide horizons to get cuddled to death by roughly 600 kilograms of fluff and predatorial instinct. Thanks, Obama. But the mysteries of Rust's worlds do not stop there. They go underground, through sewers, caves, and even Outlast-like shelters. Respectively, I cannot tell you much about the sewers. I am too afraid to enter the sewers. For the caves, however, did you know they call me Indiana Joe, right? Why? Because I enter any cave courageously and always end up magically reappearing above the surface. Check out this sick deep cave I explored, made up completely of seemingly endless tunnels. I even encountered a handful of flares in the beginning of the cave and figured, I don't need these. Turns out that I did, because the first light I would see after those flares was that of a motion-censored laser turret. Pew pew, haha. Thanks, Joe Biden, you fucking dick. But in the tunnels, oh, you don't want to meet me in these tunnels, let me tell you. I'll grab a two-handed melee weapon, no less. No guns, no nothing, and I walk up to these motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm a pussy. And if the soul-crushing world of Rust alone wasn't enough, wait until you meet the players. Hey man, how you doing? You are adopted and you know that, right? And trust me, that wait does not have to be long. The player base is cruel, deceiving, downright evil. These people should not be allowed into society. But fortunately, they take care of that problem themselves. But sometimes, even with the player base this rotten, you are going to encounter a fella or two with their heart in the right place. I once met this dude who barecock stole my shit and baited me into getting shot by the turrets of the outpost. Your boy was fuming. But this guy, for some reason, apologized and told me to spawn at this bag he laid out for me. I figured this was a trap and decided to move forward with the new loot I acquired. But God's friendliest pit bulls had other plans. So I thought, fuck it, got nothing to lose. Let's see it. And not gonna lie, fellas, the moment I read this name, a smile made its way across my face. I popped right up next to this man's base and he hooked me up with my first ever actual gun since I started playing, the Thompson. That thing went on to save me countless times from bear attacks and other dangerous situations. We said our goodbyes and we went down our own paths again.
Try on your own, man. Try not to die.
I appreciate that, man. You're a real one. And I knew what I had to do. My lifespan is short, but my grudge is eternal. I turn a cocky scientist into a constipated geologist the way I rock their shit. fucking freak. The loot wasn't even worth it. Fuck these guys, man. Anyway, I digress. Here's a friendly Turk interaction. Bro, this is real parentless behavior.
Okay, bro, no problem.
I appreciate that. You're cool. So where you from?
Turkey.
Oh, from Turkey? Cool.
Yes.
You know, I love baklava, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. I kill people. I get very upset when someone kills me early on, or at any point, really. Fuck you! But even more than that, I get hypocritical. Say you're sleeping soundly on the beach, I will crush your skull with a rock and harvest your bones. Yo, yo. Don't you ever fucking do that again. Don't you fucking ever do that again. You hear me?
Please, man, please don't do it.
I'll revive you if you promise me to never ever do that again, alright?
I promise, I promise.
Pussy, I need to take it easy. Well, gonna notify my wife. I'm going to the bank. Didn't tell her which one though! Ah! It's actually crazy how you either die a nudist or live long enough to die anyway. What I mean by that is that I used to hate people who kill nakeds and or sleepers. Matter of fact, still do. But after a crippling amount of hours, you start to understand and eventually adapt. It only took me like 2, but I'm fucking nuts. I cannot prevent the intrusive thoughts from winning, but I can mitigate the damage. What works best for me is doing missions. These NPC missions are honestly my favorite thing about this game. I didn't know this was a thing to begin with, so finding these NPCs has been coming as a welcome surprise every time. The balance in time and effort it takes to clear a mission versus the rewards you get from it is perfect. For just a moment, I feel like I'm playing a fun survival game where all I have to do is learn some basic skills and use them to thrive. For a moment. Damn! I am also a big fan of doing zip lines. They transport me quickly and directly to somewhere I do not need to be. Don't mind me, just a nude Asian ziplining by. This is truly a wonderful experience. Have you ever been to the Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida? Me neither. I'm European. Why the fuck would I go there? Speaking of poor spawn locations, I have a public service announcement. My dear people, please do not let me find your sleeping bag. Because when I do, your sleeping bag and therefore your data files will fall victim to my deceit and obscure profanity. Stay safe. To conclude this case, I must say that without a doubt, Rust is definitely one of my gaming experiences of all time. Would I recommend this to anyone? Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought of the video and what game I should cover next. But as of right now, I'm already busy working on my next case study. Bye bye.